matagal ko nang idea magkaroon ng podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I have this idea na, okay, I needed a studio. And then, that idea, right, pero that idea, since nag-stick siya sa akin, it became the wall na hindi ko ma-create yung art na yun. And
remove your ceiling.
Right. And then, nag-sink in yung idea ng kapitbahay na, wait up, puntahan ko na lang sila. Less hassle for... Narecord na siya. So, puntahan ko na lang sila. Less hassle for everyone. And, yun lang. Start ko na. And hindi ko muna gagawing super, like, sa start na parang marami akong isipin. Basta simulan ko lang muna and then through time, baka mag-mold siya into something na
Create it first, aesthetics after.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it out first, aesthetics after, edit after.
Right. Siguro through time, tsaka ako makakakita ng mga patterns na, mas effective to or... Pero at first, I just wanna, siguro focus muna sa like 10 episodes and...
Pwede ko makita yung framing? Para
Yep.
ko lang yung galaw ko.
Sige.
Thing. Wow.
Right? Okay, di ba?
Hindi mo pare.
No, that's sponsor ni Sir Eric pa rin yun.
I like. Gusto ko yung pwesto ng static Kita yung buo. Puta, baka mag-4-cam setup pa tayo.
And kaya ko rin ginawa na one camera. Parang gusto ko rin siyang less effort from me na pag inedit ko siya, ilalapat ko lang tong audio na to. And then that's it. Cut and then upload.
Cut patong.
Right. And una inisip ko pa nga, kasi dahil fan ako ni Joe Rogan, yung format ng podcast niya, mga 3 hours. Pero tinry ko, since kasi one-man team ako, nagsastop yan by 23 minutes. So hindi ko rin siya magagawa ng full. Pero kahit gawin kong full, papatak na mga 3 gig, 2 gig yung isang 3 hours. Ang hirap i-upload nun. So,
well, since what's the title? What's the working title?
Kapitbahay.
Since it's Kapitbahay, look, this is just from my perspective and experience. Since Kapitbahay, actually, your 23 minutes is the only window that you have as max. Bakit syempre? Even in the provinces or even in urban, namin kapitbahay ka.
So, wait lang, sorry. Pwede ko bang ilipat yan dito sa bandang taas dito? Diyan.
Ito?
Yeah, dyan.
Wala ka bang static with the
Ayun, that's
material?
better. May?
Wala ka bang static with the material? Okay lang.
Okay lang. Paano static?
Kasi kapag, since it's rushing to...
Hindi naman. Sige nga.
Test.
Yeah. Good.
Meron ba?
Wala naman. Konti lang.
Okay, pwede mo malinisin.
Right. So, sorry, kinat kita dun sa kapitbahay, 23 minutes.
For kapitbahay, usually the conversations as minimum as 30 seconds. Hi, hello, kamusta? Ganyan.
Kamusta?
Or the mid would be 10 to 15 minutes, which is catch-up literal. Quick catch-up.
Punta ko dito.
Or the 20 minutes.
Sit down.
Hindi naman siya sit down. Like, isang yosi.
Right. Isang drink.
Isang yosi or isang drink. Isang bote.
Isang bote.
Yeah, so you can try it at that. You can use that as your baseline for your production, for your material itself. Ano yung skeleton mo? 20 minutes. Bakit? Kasi ang conversation ng kapitbahay is
not as long as...
It can be short, mid, or long.
Right.
Kasi recommendation ko, since that is your working title, use that as your strength. Use it as your core. Parang, bakit kapitbahay? Kasi pag it's either 30 seconds, 15 minutes, or isang yosi. Catching up, usap, ganyan.
So yun nga, parang I turned this, parang sa start, So, sabi ko, gawa lang ako.
Mm.
And then, first problem is how to upload 3-hour. And then, nung nag-edit na ako, I'm not gonna upload 3-hour episode. Who's gonna watch that?
Lalo na Filipino,
Right.
ano, ang Filipino, what do you call this? Attention span is very
Short.
short. Sige, tuloy ka lang. If you don't mind me
Sige,
working well.
sige lang. So anyway, first time kita ma-meet si Ian last and naging instant fan mo. Actually, napanood na kita before pa nung merong video na pinost si Eric about this guy and napanood ko yung like vlog.
Baka yung ano.
Yun yung nasa hammock ka.
Oo, yung kay ano, Dark Side Coffee.
Right, Dark Side Coffee. And yung sabi ni Eric sa akin na kailangan mong meet si Sian. Hindi ko na-imagine na ikaw yun, na same ano. Tapos pagkita ko lang sa'yo, oh shit, kaya pala familiar. And then binalikan ko yung video, oh siya yun. Kasi naalala ko, na-captivate ako ng ano na yun ng video na yun. Parang yung time na nag-gets ko yung 3-in-1. And dude, isa rin ako sa mga tao na nag-start from 3-in-1. Isa rin ako sa yung nag-gets ko na finally na ito yung coffee, ito yung parang at some point na ano ko na yung na-appreciate ko na ba yung medyo matapang siya or
at least it's a good cup or a bad cup.
Right.
Na even though we consume it, at least we need to, kasi ang push nun or ang main rationale kung bakit namin din siya ginawa is to also, multiple blades, it's to also check kung may intindihan ba ng tao. How do we put out an object of conversation that all of us are familiar, kultura, it's highly embedded with, you know, the culture binang Pinoy, fast food. And what is the alternative, if ever? So, it made sense kasi at least the beautiful thing about the project or the video itself is it pushed a lot of people to talk about it,
Right.
which is a good thing. Second, after they talked amongst themselves,
Oh.
sila na rin mismo yung, so how do we hindi man prevent, but how do we, you know, make other people aware? Ganun muna. Which is also another indicator na we can, it's just that wala lang tayong platforms and avenues or, you know, available options to choose from.
Right. It's accessible yung option na yun. In terms of
True.
like
And same thing with with the Kape. It's a platform. But I would recommend to ask, what is it that you want to put out? For example, ako yung consumer or ako yung makikinig. What is it that what would I gain from it as a consumer, as a one that consumes your product or service or whatever it is?
I guess for like on the way here, kausap ko yung friend ko na nasa Australia siya. And matagal lang kami hindi nakita. And then one of my episodes, may kasama akong kababata rin namin. Then sabi niya, wrong idea to sa gym kasi tawa ako ng tawa. So parang siguro gusto kong dalhin din yung tao or curious ako sa mga tao or sa stories in particular. And siguro gusto ko lang satisfy yung curiosity ko. Then, na-exercise ko siya. And at the same time, kung makaka-create ako ng something na like one day we can look back at this time and then
What is the
Oo,
document?
right.
What is the archive?
Right. And that idea, parang sobrang, siguro nakikiliti ako na, what if, dude, what if, like, to the 10th degree, or who knows kung sino magko-consume, or kahit sa mga apo ko siguro eh.
I like.
Like, what a gift for them na makita nila yung lolo-lolo nila na, ito pala siyang tao. Oh, astig nung nakausap niya. Or,
And it's people.
right.
It's people. You can never fabricate what you can. Pero, culture and experience, you can never fabricate.
Right.
Unless, of course, it's for, a telenovela.
So, Sir Sian, if I may ask, can you, pwede mo ba akong bigyan ng like a brief history of how you ended up where you are right now, or
Well,
how it all started, and
medyo mahabang story.
hey, come on.
But, so, I was also a normal person before. Well,
3-in-1.
yeah, 3-in-1. But it wasn't my cup of coffee, kumbaga. In terms of, it is what's existing. It is what's existing, and at the same time, it is what's reachable. And syempre, estudyante lang naman ako. Hindi rin ako mayaman. The access that I have to is what's there. And before, what I do talaga is I'm a community developer, community organizer. I specialize in community development, so organizational behavior, organizational development. So part of it entails me to travel, but syempre I wanted to focus locally. So travel. I did also advertising and marketing for at least a decade or so. And of course, sinasabay ko rin yan when we have projects or immersions na I see to it na at least I leave something or I learn something, or at least nakapagtanim ka ng seed.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Coffee, well, me and my partner, when we started traveling, so weekdays, corporate slave, weekends, weekend warriors. And on the weekends, of course, we love culture. For you to understand culture, or at least immerse, you have to do local, eat local, drink local. But not literally, But yeah, so we travel to provinces, which we have assignments, or sometimes others are exploratory. And syempre, first naming hanap, since coffee enthusiasts din kami before, is Kape. So, in the whole country, when you ask for coffee, what is the first thing that they give you?
In our country, 3-in-1.
3-in-1. Instant. Sachet.
Right.
So, but we know, kaya nga kami nandun sa probinsya na yun, may kape doon, kaya nga kami nagpunta doon eh. Now, so we push, and at the same time, tamayin namin. So, saan po yung kape, na totoong kape? Like, lokal na kape. And sabi na, doon. We go up the mountains to the farms, and you'll be able to get coffee there. Na, for us, okay. So we went to the farms. When we go to the farms, we meet the farmer or producer or the cooperative, whichever. And sabi namin, gusto po namin tikman yung kape nyo. Or pabili po ng kape. So traditionally in the whole country, they will grind it, they will boil it, kape. Different regions vary on how they do their coffee.
But normally boiling.
But normally boiling is prevalent in the Philippines.
Thank you.
So, nagtitimpla kami ng kape. So kami, literal, kapihan lang. Kwento, may tambay, yosi, or whatnot, kain. Kape, kwento, kain. We taste it, it's good. And this is traditional way. Like literally na parang, the usual that you've been doing it. No franchise man. So by
Saan place nga to?
North, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao.
Okay.
So, and then, tinikman namin, masarap. And then we would ask yung farmer or producer, and this is the same answer ha, in the whole country. Bakit po walang kape sa baba? Or wala pong masyadong...
Gantong coffee.
Hindi po alam ng mga tao, may kape tayo dito. Same answer. Eh, puti lang naman ang naghahanap ng lokal na kape.
Alright. What? What a twist.
Sad but true. So, okay. So we buy the coffee. Everything is farm blended, farm roasted. Buy the coffee, we bring it back sa office or sa friends. So we do coffee parties. Kape, kwento, kain. Coffee parties. There come to a point na parang friends would like, pag pumunta kayo ng probinsya, kahit saan probinsya, sabay ng kape. Ito. Okay. And then there come to a point in time, so different provinces, different week, different, there come a point in time na parang friends, up until friends of friends of friends of friends, like, ang laki na ng, pabili ng kape. Like, we were like, okay. So, long story short for that, there come to a point na the money that we get funds the coffee travel.
Cool.
So we were being paid to go up the mountains, taste the coffee. If it's good, we buy, we bring it back, distribute it to our employees
Damn,
and friends.
coffee warriors.
So, coffee mules.
Coffee mules.
It started as a coffee mule, literally. So, ayun. And then, so friends of friends of friends, pabili na. People are calling us. Okay, sige, sa amin na. Alright. We have so much coffee. How do we put it out? Siyempre, ayaw naman namin masaya. So, and we wanted to parang put a platform or a spotlight to it. So, let's do something worthwhile and at the same time, showcasing the coffee. We did something that's counterintuitive. So we did the whole thing. So manual brew bar, all local or farm blended or roasted on origin in a bazaar. Kasi bazaars are fast paced.
Right.
So in Tagalog. Next. So we did that. Manual brewing, local coffee. Surprisingly, people wait for good coffee.
Right. Yung mga into, talaga, coffee lovers.
That they really like and has a particular kasi. Coffee, there's no such thing as best coffee.
Right.
Coffee is preferential, it's subjective. Depends on the consumer, depends on your mood, time of day, preference, whatever it is. And using that as truth, the second comes into mind. There's no good or wrong way of brewing or processing coffee. End of the day, you only have two results, a good cup and a bad cup. A good cup, syempre, may flavor, may aromatics, may texture, intensity of flavors, pwedeng mataba, basta may lasa, or pwedeng sobrang, but at least, diba? Comparative to a bad cup. Ano yung bad cup? And this is why everyone's first time with coffee is bad. You know why? Sakit sa lalimunan, mapait, mahasim, sakto tiyan. Sobrang black ng kape, pero lasang tubig. That's a bad cup. Or sunog, for that matter. And when we were brewing, amoy siya sa lahat. And people lined up for coffee. And from there, makes sense. So we try to showcase Philippine coffee while growing it, at the same time on demand. And we have a 98.5% conversion rate. Once you go black,
Can never go back.
why? Kasi kape
Once you
can
go
actually taste better. Not just bitter like your ex. But coffee done right, processed right, flavors, and aromatics, and texture, they say. So ayun siya. It's a matter of what is your preference. we try to find it using local coffee. But the challenge is, how? Kasi syempre, we wanted to showcase a business model or a system that is socially and ethically responsible, yet highly sustainable. How? So syempre, there comes the specialty coffee, but showcasing local. So we showcase coffee as different regions, different producers, different origins. In a baseline, kaya siya manual brewing, kasi we wanted to serve the same general taste kung paano siya sinerve sa amin, or how the coffee tastes like basic doon in the province or its origin. And at the same time, you would be surprised na, pwede palang ganito yung lasa ng kape. Without sugar, without cream.
Appreciate mo siya na.
Why? Kasi coffee without sugar and cream is actually healthy.
Right.
It's diuretic, antioxidant, anticarcinogenic, regulates your heart, lowers your cholesterol, lessens your risk by diabetes by 50%, lessens your risk for erectile dysfunction, lessens your risk for Alzheimer's disease.
What?